Hello, it is I, Halo. Welcome to Talk a Clonk, where we talk and there is no time.
Hello, it's Ethan, your co-host here on this magical podcast that isn't very magical.
We need some drugs or something to make it magical. Just
Damn
give us
right.
some ketamine. We'll be okay. I was going to say that would be more than perfect topic to start off with Clifford getting concerningly high. For a story at that.
I feel like we should get Clifford in the podcast to talk about that, though. If
Well, I
we
mean,
want to talk about
you know the story firsthand.
that. Yeah, I do, but I feel like he should
What do
be
you?
there.
He would only just say the same thing. He'd be, fuck you, man. Or just do some really weird fucking noise.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay, so pretty much funniest fucking shit ever. This kid, so we made edibles, but me being me and my buddies, we were already high when we made these edibles. Like we were smoking all day long, kind of high. And so what we did was we had this thing of 1,000 milligrams of THC. And THC is obviously the shit that gets you really fucking high. And we're like, we put some in and we're like, this is taking too long. And my friend who's putting the THC in, he turns to me and goes, should we put the whole thing in? And I go, yes, do it. And he looks to my other friend and he's like, should we? He's like, yeah. And then he did it, and we all had that face of instant regret, like, oh fuck, what did we just do? So we cooked the brownies, put them in the oven, and we just had this one, and we cut it into quarters. So like each of us had a quarter, and we were fucked for the night. Like just from a quarter of it, we were gone. Clifford has never smoked in his entire fucking life until this experience. And the way that we cut them, there's about 88 milligrams of THC per brownie. And we're like, okay, Clifford, have one, and then wait like an hour, and if you don't feel anything, have another one. And he's like, okay. So he has one. Probably about half hour goes by, yeah. And he goes, I'm not feeling anything. I'm gonna go have another one. And we're like, no, wait a little bit longer. And he's like, no, I'm gonna have another one. He gets up, and we couldn't change his mind. So he gets up and he goes and grabs another one. I'm like, I'm just gonna bring down the brownies if anyone else wants some more. And they're like, yeah, because they had theirs before me and Clifford had ours, because I wanted to have the edible with Clifford. So I go upstairs and I grab another one for myself, and I bring the entire brownie tray down. Clifford eats his brownie. I put the brownie tray down on the desk, and I sit back down, and I'm chilling, and it hits me. Well, it hits Clifford, and instantly Clifford gets the munchies. Now, what's the closest thing in Clifford's proximity?
The fucking brownies.
The edibles. So what he started doing, when all of us were fucking tripping out to Pink Floyd, what he started doing was started munching on the fucking brownie shake. And he's just fucking going ham on this. And it's like probably an hour goes by, or at least what felt like an hour went by. And we look over and we see Clifford just fucking home. And I'm like, I see it and I'm like, Clifford, no! And everyone else looks and they're like, shit, Clifford, no!
Oh no.
And he looks down, he sees that he's eating the edibles, he's like, oh.
See what I mean? But he just makes noises and that's it.
We're like, Clifford, put him down. He's like, okay. So he goes and he puts him down, and another half hour goes by of us just tripping out again. And he starts munching on him again, and we're like, Clifford, no, come sit down on the bed. And okay, so my one friend, he has like a beard, and he turns to him and just says, "Can I stroke you?" And we all look at him like, "Oh, what the fuck, Clifford?" He's like, "Oh, sorry, can I stroke your beard?" And my friend's like, "No, don't stroke my beard." And Clifford's leaning in, and he's too high to register that he said no. And he keeps leaning forward to stroke his beard, and he's sitting on one of those gaming chairs, like the wheeled ones. And he keeps leaning forward, and the chair shoots out from underneath him. He knocks over a lava lamp, and we're like, "No, not the lava lamp," because it was like a really like trippy lava lamp. It was like really different to the setting that we were in, like the lights and shit. So it was like red lights, and then it was a blue lava lamp, and I was just fucking tripping in it. And he knocks it over. I'm like, "No, that's the good lava lamp." So we just fucking we're like, okay, whatever. And then we go back and we just kind of like chill out again. And now we got him to like sit down, like properly sit down on on the bed. So he's actually okay at this point. And then probably about 2 hours go by where he's like quiet. And all of a sudden I just hear him go, "Ethan, Ethan." So me being baked out of my brain just kind of rolls over and goes, "Huh, I'm here." He's like, "Are you there?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm here." And he's like, "Okay, I just need to like make sure I'm still in reality." "Oh, shit, I feel it pulling me back in." And because we're listening to Pink Floyd, they make it like so it's like that when you're like really fucking high. So I felt the same shit that he was saying. I was like, "Just relax, Clifford. It's just all part of the trip." And he's like, "Okay." And he goes back to sitting down. And at one point, okay, when you're like really, really fucking baked, you can't move. Like, you cannot move. It takes physical strength, like mental strength to move your body when you're like this high. And he goes, "Guys, help. Guys, help." We look over and we're like, "Huh?" He's like, "I'm falling and I can't move. Guys, help. Help." And he's slowly falling onto the bed. We're like, "Ah, you're fine." And he just fucking falls over. And he's just sitting. He's like, "Ooh, this is actually kind of comfy." And we passed out probably around 12 o'clock ish because he got there at 10. 2 hours goes by. Yeah, about 12 o'clock. It's when we all passed out. We wake up at 3 the next fucking day and we're still high. I shit you not. I was still high when I woke up. I was up for an hour that day. And I just fucking got home. I sat down in my bed. I'm like, "Okay, out we go." And I slept through the fucking day and night without getting up at all. Like, I slept in the same position. I didn't roll over at all. And Clifford was just kind of. I can't imagine what Clifford was like.
Well, keep in mind he ate like a considerably large amount.
He ate probably about the equivalent of 5 fucking brownies from that shake.
Fucking.
Like, he was fucked. He was
He was
fucked.
done for.
I had probably about three edibles because I was like, I'm not high enough yet. Home.
Like you want to like naturally reach there and like let it slowly ramp up so then it's
Oh yeah, no.
feel
That's what you
the
do.
top of it.
That's what I do.
Unlike
I'll wait like an hour
unlike
or so after
Clifford.
I have an edible. I'll wait an hour or so after I have an edible, and I'll be like, okay, if I'm not feeling the effects like hard, like concerningly, like, oh shit, I should stop having edibles now, I'll have another edible. and I'll wait an hour after I take that edible. It'll be like, oh, okay, I can have another one, kind of thing.
Yeah. Unlike.
Oh, but no, my first experience with fucking edibles. Ooh, that's a story.
Go for it.
So my first like true experience with edibles, it wasn't like I was experienced with weed yet. Like I had been high one other time before I tried these edibles. And my friend goes, "Hey, you want to try this 100 milligram pure THC capsule with me?" And I go, "Ah, fuck, it sounds like fun. Let's do it." And he's a lot more experienced with weed than I am. So he's like, "Okay, we're gonna take the edible. It says here that it's good for like beginners. It's that are like coming into the weed world, so we can smoke up a little bit. We'll go
Taste the waters before
do
you jump in.
whatever. We'll go do whatever. We'll take the edibles, smoke up, do whatever, and then come back down and just relax." And he had bunk beds at this point. And on the bottom bunk where I was, he had an LED light strip that was like on like the fade setting, so it was like fading through blue, red,
It was just going for a
and
full rainbow.
green. So we smoke up and we get the munchies obviously because we just smoked up. So we go upstairs and we have fucking tacos. And as we're having tacos, it hits him and he goes, "I can't tell if I'm eating the taco or my hand." And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "My hand feels like the taco, and I can't tell if I'm putting my hand in my mouth or if I'm just eating the taco." And I'm like, "What?" And then it hits me while I'm eating my taco. I'm like, oh my god, I understand what you're saying, man." And he's like, "Okay, we need to go downstairs now." And I still have my fucking taco in my hand and I'm running downstairs. And I hop down onto the bottom bunk and the LED lights are fucking amazing. And I finish my taco. And I'm sitting there and I'm just staring at one single fucking LED light for so fucking long. I'm
Came
baked
fixate.
out of my brains. It's like fucking I stared at it for like I don't know how long. But we're also tripping out because we're listening to the Dark Side of the Moon album from Pink Floyd. Really good album. Really fucking trippy. And we're like he's like, "No, this album sounds like one song." And I'm like, "Nah, I don't believe you." And this is like while I was sober, I was like, "Nah, I don't believe you. This album's not gonna sound like one song." And he's like, he looks over at the fucking computer and he goes, "Dude, we're on the 5th song." I'm like, "No fucking way. It's been like 2 minutes." And I look over and it's been like fucking 2 hours. And I'm like, "What the fuck?" So I go back to tripping out and he's tripping out. And then at one point he like looked down at me tripping out and he's like, "I bet he's having a good time." So he swings down onto the bottom bunk and an hour goes by. I shit you not, a legit hour goes by. And before I stop tripping out on the light and I look over and I look at him and I go, "When did you get here?" And he goes, "I've been here for like an hour." And he's also super baked. So I just was like, "Oh, okay." And I just go back to looking at the light. And at one point, I was so fucking high that like my arms just had the urge to start going up, like I was floating. And I was like, "Floating."
Fucking flying, man.
And then
Just
he
picture
ended
you
up
just doing that.
and then he ended up greening out and he's like he fucking jumps off the bed and he's on the ground, he's just fucking puking. And I'm sitting there, I just kind of look at him like, "Oh,
It's just
that's
like
not good."
floating around. You just look at it like, oh, this ain't
I
good.
just look at him, I'm like, "Oh, that's not good." Okay, I'm just gonna go back to looking at these lights now. And I start looking at the lights again, and then I like slowly start passing out. And when I closed my eyes, I had a fucking out of body experience where I could see the room that I was in, and then it was just like boom, spin. And I was like, fuck, nope. I opened my eyes. I can't focus on anything. Because if I focus on something, everything else starts spinning. So I'm like looking around sporadically, like trying not to focus on anything. I'm like, fuck it, bucket. And I get up and I sit down in the chair that Clifford fucking fell on in this previous story. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, try not to focus on anything. I'm hurling up this taco like I feel like the fucking, because I'm high, I feel like everything kind of thing. And I feel the taco coming out, and it feels like the fucking taco was just coming out. Like the normal fucking, like, full taco, unchewed kind of fucking taco. And I'm like, and I can feel it coming. I can feel it coming from the bottom of my stomach, and I feel it slowly going up my esophagus. And I'm like, and I'm fucking at one point I literally had nothing left in my stomach to the point where I was dry heaving, and like it wasn't even like little bits of water were coming out. It was literally just
Just on the fucking toilet.
I had fucking cold sweats, my guy. It was intense. And then it finally fucking stopped, and I'm like, okay. I go back to the bed and I just fucking pass out for the night. I wake up the next morning, he's like, want a bong rip? And I'm like, yeah, fuck it.
How he fucked his life up even more.
And yeah, that was that. Had a fucking wake and bake, passed out again. But yeah, that's.
I mean, your drug adventures never seem all the same. They're at least a different fucking type of story. Yeah. And that's what I find. What?
There's this one time.
Go ahead.
I was hungover, and this was quite recently, actually. I was hungover from the night before when me and my buddies, we were all drinking. And
sounds like me
I'm at home, and I'm like, not like feeling it kind of thing, and I'm like feeling like really sick, and my buddy fucking calls me on Snap, and he's like, you coming over? I'm like, coming over for what? And he's like, we're gonna smoke up a little bit. I'm like, fuck it, whatever. So I go over, we have like 4 or 5 bong rips right off the bat. We smoked a fucking huge joint too, like probably about probably about 12 grams kind of joint. So we fucking smoked this entire joint up until it's a fucking stinger. Like literally there was no weed left in this thing. It was like smoked down to the filter. And we took some more bong rips. I'm fucking high as hell. And I start having this trip that everything is made of something. Like everything is made up of another thing. Like it has to be made up of something.
Pretty much how life is, but you know.
And then it kind of like started going like, yo, each cell has its own fucking universe on it. Like shit. And I start having this mad trip, and this isn't even on edibles, this is just from smoking. I just have this mad fucking trip. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And Jaime starts remembering like an animation or painting of like an explosion. You see like the skull kind of thing and the like flesh getting torn away from the skull.
Yeah.
And that's what I start
kind
seeing.
Of explosion kind of thing.
And that's what I start seeing, and it's like, oh, fuck. I'm really high right now. And I'm baked. And because there's still alcohol in my system, it's hitting me like twice as strong. Because for me, alcohol and weed does not mix. Whenever I mix them, I'm puking.
Oof.
And my friends have this fucking bright idea. While I'm in the middle of this trip, listening to Pink Floyd, by the way, my friends have this bright idea to go, let's tune a fucking guitar.
Oh
So
shit!
they're sitting there and they're going, bing, 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 bing. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, guys, fucking stop. And I'm like having this bad trip now. I'm like, I have my hands up covering my face and my ears, and I'm like twitching. I'm like, no, this is not good. Like, stop. And I'm like having an anxiety attack, I swear to fucking God. And then they finally fucking stop, and I'm like, okay, who, and I calm myself down, and I go
Fucking
back to
happens again.
I go back to tripping, and then out of nowhere, I just get the urge to puke, and I'm like, bucket. And they're like, what? I'm like, bucket. And my friend's like, okay, get up, come on, we're gonna go to the bathroom. And I go to get up, and it's just like, nope, and it all fucking comes up. So what I do, because I didn't want to get any on his desk with all his like weed and shit in the bongs, I fucking natural instinct was to fucking cover my mouth, and it just fucking and it's everywhere. And it was not pretty. And I, after like being traumatized from that, from because I'm like really high, it's like really traumatic and shit. I get up and I start fucking cleaning it, but because I'm still high, I'm still having the same trip as I was before. And I just ended up stopping at one point, and they're like, why'd you stop? I'm like, oh, sorry, I'm still having the same trip I was having before I puked. And they're like, shit, you're really that high? I'm like, yup. So I fucking clean it up. I clean myself up. I get all the puke off my fucking arms and my feet and shit. And then smoke up some more. Until I eventually fucking passed out. I wake up, and they've been awake. They were awake before I woke up. And I go in there, and they're all fucking baked because they had a wake and bake. And I'm like, yo, fucking pack me a bowl, bitch. So they pack me a bowl, and I fucking clear the bowl. And I go home baked out of my mind. And this is before my mom knew I smoked. So I go home baked as fuck. And my mom's instantly barking at me to do chores. I'm like, oh shit, okay. So I start doing like the dishes, and I'm just fucking baked out of my brains. And I'm like, I hope she doesn't realize I'm high. So I finish the dishes, and I just go up into my room, and I start playing Siege with Clifford. And I'm fucking baked. And him and his friends have the bright idea, and they're like, yo, let's play some ranked Siege. And I'm like, fuck it, whatever. Let's do it. And I'm fucking super baked. And when I'm baked, I'm, for some reason, pretty damn good at video games. And I'm sitting there, and I'm playing Siege, of fucking clear out like fucking 3 people in one go. And then there's one last man, and he fucking drones me out. And I look at the drone, I'm like, nope, I'm too fucking high to shoot at this drone. So I go back to like holding my angle, and he comes in. And keep in mind, I'm fucking Clash. Like, I'm the worst Siege character there is. I fucking peek the corner with my pistol. I fucking see him. I'm like, bam, 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 and I die. I'm like, okay, we win, we lose. I don't care. I'm done after this game. And they're like, oh, but you're so fun to play with. I'm like, I don't fucking care if I'm fun to play with. I'm too high for this shit right now. And they're like, okay, you like go do whatever. And I get off, and I just fucking turn on some MGMT, which is a really trippy band to listen to. It's like the step lower than Pink Floyd that you listen
But still
to as
deliver
you're
the
like
dream.
rising, as you're like getting up to that Pink Floyd level. That's what you listen to, is you listen to MGMT or AWOL Nation.
I
So I
mean,
turn
Naval
on some,
Nation makes some good tracks. I mean, good music overall.
yeah, but they're fucking trippy when you're high too. So I fucking turn on some MGMT, and I'm fucking enjoying myself, and then I just fucking passed out for the rest of the day. I swear to God. I wake up and I'm like, well, it's 7 in the morning and it's time to go to school. Fuck me.
But then you realise it was the weekend.
No, that was I spoke up like a lot, like every day. So yeah.
Now the question is, how did your parents find out, or was it just like, or how did your mum
Uh,
find out? To be exact,
I
was she
was
just like, or was she
I
just like
was
high as fuck one day, and then she was like,
I
oh yeah,
was I was super fucking high and I was acting sober in front of my mom, and she looks at me and she's like, I came in today and your brother's at work and it smelled like weed. Or do you smoke weed? And I'm like, I'm too big to say, like, try to keep it sober. I'm like, yeah, I smoke pot. She's like, oh, okay. And I'm like, yeah, I'm like super baked right now, by the way. And she's like, oh, okay. So I just kind of go back into my room and I just fucking turn on MGMT again. And I'm just fucking enjoying MGMT. And I'm like, you know what sounds good? You know what would sound good right now? Some AWOL Nation. So I turn on some AWOL Nation. I just tripped for the rest of the night. And then not, or literally yesterday, I was super fucking baked. And I went to the grocery store to get fucking stuff for tacos. So I go to the grocery store, I grab everything I need for tacos, and I go through the self checkout because I couldn't be bothered to deal with people.
I was gonna say the self scan is sometimes the best option.
So I fucking put everything in the bag, and I grab the bag, and I'm about to leave. I'm like, wait, shit, didn't pay. So I go back and I pay for it, and then I leave. And I get home, and I start fucking browning the meat. And my mom comes home, and I'm super baked, and I'm just fucking cooking this meat up. And she's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just high as fuck right now." She's like, "Oh, okay." So I continue cooking the meat and I put in the taco seasoning and everything. And I'm sitting there and I'm after like words and I made like a taco and shit. And I'm sitting there, I'm talking to her and she's like, why do you smoke weed?" I'm like, I smoke it recreationally, so like I smoke it to have a good time kind of thing. Like
Yeah.
if I'm bored, I'll just spark up, I'll fucking smoke up and I'll have a good time by myself no matter like what. She's like, "Oh, okay." And I'm like, I don't smoke weed to run away from things because if you smoke weed to run away from
That
things,
only grows the problem.
you're not smoking weed for like the experience. You're smoking weed to run
To
away from
escape
something, and
whatever your reality may be.
that's that's not what like it's made to be. It's for like discovering a higher being or whatever. And like smoking to run away from something, you don't do that. I smoke it because it does help me with like some back pains I have from wrestling and other things. And she's like, "Oh, okay, so like I hope you aren't gonna do like any more like higher up drugs like past weed." I'm like, "No, I'm not gonna get into anything like that." Like I've had friends offer me LSD and I'm like, "No, I'm not gonna get hooked on fucking acid.
Yeah.
I'll stick to my marijuana. It still gets me high." So yeah.
I swear there was a. Speaking of music and things, what is that man? One of Avicii's died, didn't he?
One of what?
One of another. I'm pretty sure another DJ died.
Hmm. I don't know about DJs or
I can't remember what his name is, but I think it's kind of good how they're still continuing songs in what finishing up whatever he has to capture that dream of it. I mean, if you made music, I mean, you'd have the same reception, wouldn't you?
yeah.
I mean, like with say some other famous musicians, they die, most people would probably make a tribute song. Something along the lines of that.
Yeah.
And I find
sure,
that really nice. You gotta, and then you got people like some rappers and all that, where with that rapper, they will make music and all that, but it will be their fame would only be brung forward once they were killed in some sort of incident or just killed in general.
Yeah.
It's strange how it works. It feels like it's like systems in place.
Yeah, that's an oof.
Yeah, even the best oof,
Yeah.
Technically, what is it? 8 days till 420?
Yeah.
I mean,
One
for
week.
me, I'm probably just going to do my usual punchline, be like, guys, look, it's 4:20 a.m. when I next wake up. Hey, guys, look, it's 4:20 p.m. How funny is that, guys? And that'll be the closest someone will get to a funny punchline without me breaking into a post-traumatic stress disorder filled episode.
I'm gonna get lit with the boys, you know what I'm saying? Fucking 21 grams going into fucking joint.
Well, technically, for me, that would be next week, which would be because I usually make these around this time.
Yeah.
So it would be made and uploaded and all that on 420.
Nice.
So there's a level of irony there. Or technically it would be the 19th, but the time we hit record is past that midnight, so it would officially be 420. So this will be like I'll probably bring this to fourth ground. Not just that, but I like doing these bits and types in this episode. We've actually got a bit of a funny, we've had a handful of funny stories. I mean, look at Clifford being a fucking Clifford.
It was so fucking funny, but it was also super fucking concerning when you're high. You're like, fuck, is he gonna be okay? Is he gonna live through this? Like,
if he dies, then it's no big.
I completely blanked on this fact. There was one point where Levi, my friend, he went to go like puke, I think. Or he was taking a piss or something. And Clifford got up to go check on him. And he gets up, he walks out, he's like, looks at him, he's like, you okay? And he's like, yeah, I'm fine. And then Clifford goes back, sits down. Fucking, like a minute goes by and he's like, looks around the room and he gets up again, goes out, looks around, he's like, was I here already? Goes back, sits down, looks around the room again, gets back up, walks out of the room. He does this 5 fucking times. I'm like, Clifford, why do you keep getting up? And he's like, I don't know. And I go, okay, well, sit down because you're like making me super anxious right now. He's like, oh, okay. And he just kind of sat there and that was it. And he's just like, what the fuck just happened?
You're sitting there like internally like, what the fuck just happened, man?
Oh, it's a fucking miracle that he didn't puke that night either, like from graining out.
Oh. Well, that just was. Yeah, I was about to say that night in general would probably just been like a nightmare for you because he would be literally immobilized.
Yeah, it was fucking a miracle. Because he had like 5 brownies and there's 88 milligrams per brownie.
he had like so many of them.
He had like 440 milligrams of THC in his system that night. But that was honestly nothing to my one friend who was also there, who's more experienced than Clifford. And he just kept going,
A
For me, he
story
kept
of
going.
pain, you know?
He just kept going. These edibles ain't shit. Gets up, grabs another one, waits
And that's
like
when he
an
just
hour.
fucking hit. He
These
just
edibles
dies.
ain't shit. He gets up, has another one, and then he had like, I swear to God, he had fucking 8 brownies. And then he's like, fuck, it was a mistake. And then he just fucking disappeared and passed out. Wake up the fucking next morning. I'm like, or, sorry, next afternoon. I'm like,
You just look.
fuck.
What the fuck?
I look at my friend and he's like, oh shit, you're awake. I'm like, I'm still high too. And he's like, same. I am also still high. I look at Clifford, I'm like, are you still high? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, shit. That was some strong ass edibles.
And then, well, whilst you guys are doing the gang weeds, here was me. I don't know if I said this on a podcast, but a couple of weeks ago, maybe a few months now. You know how I done that charity work?
Yeah.
From 11 till 6:30. 11 in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
standing outside the store. It was 6 degrees out there in a thin jacket.
Shit, that's an oof.
And I had someone with me who was, trying to be a bit more efficient. And so maybe about half an hour passes. We're out there. Few donations. We was like, yeah, it's getting really fucking cold. It's about like 4 now. It's 4 degrees then. So it's like, okay, we'll stand by the entrance. It should be a bit more warmer. So we're about there for 45 minutes before going, fuck it, we're just going to stand inside the store next to the heaters so we don't get some sort of fucking frostbite and die. Right. Now, we kind of like split up a bit. So there's two doors. So I was like, you go on that side, I'll go on this side. It was kind of effective, but once the wind blew, it was like 2 degrees. So we was like, right, let's just stand by the main entrance and see if we could just get people. So fast forward, lunch rolls by. Right, we get a sandwich. I have one of my drinks. I get a drink and all that. Have a drink. Feel okay. Feeling ready to go. This is around 12. And now, or maybe I think 12:01, somewhere around there. So it's like 5-6 hours of just standing about asking people for money. And now this is when it warmed up. I'm pretty sure it was about 15 or 18 outside. And it was like sun. No cloud, just fucking sun. So
Shit.
I still have my jacket on because it's red. And it's red nose day, it's getting up to that point. So I was like, okay, I'll just put this on. Everyone sees me. And I've had dingly boppers on as well. So you can obviously see how much of a fucking nonce I look.
Hold up. What's a dingly bobber?
Like the 2 antennas with like little palms on the top. And like, it was attached like springs. It's them. So you can see how much of a fucking twat I look like. So here's me. I've got this little donation bucket. Next in my other hand, I had some stickers for the kids. Before that, I think I went through like a couple of kids. Sounds kind of weird now I say it. But a few kids would come up, donate, oh, you want a sticker? And then they'd be like, I want this one. And I'll try and get it out. Then I get it, and they'll have it. They'll be like, yeah. And so fast forward, it's now around 22 degrees. Sun is just present. So we stand by where everyone would funnel out of the tills and self-scan, because we was like, right, if we're going to get donations, if we stand here, we'd get everyone, with their change.
Yeah.
And would be harder to avoid. And especially the kids. They'd be like, I want a sticker, because I would always keep them on show. Stickers facing towards everyone.
Yeah.
So I'm doing that. And this is when one of the store managers walked up to me and were like, oh, we still see you using a visitor badge. Here, let me actually print you one. So she goes off. So, you know, we're raising money. We get a shit ton of donations during this time because we're at a perfect place. All these people coming through, kids getting stickers. I'm pretty sure we cleared through the entire... By around halfway through that, after that lunch, we had about gone around 30 small stickers when we had around 60 given. So I was like, that's not too bad.
Okay.
And fast forward a bit more, and we was like, yeah. This was just before the store started closing up. Everyone, you know, there's that last store's closing rush. Everyone comes in, kind of thing. So again, we get shit ton of more. We completely filled up 2 donation baskets. So we had another one. Got that about halfway. We ran out of stickers. Then they were like, yo, do a work, you know, because you pretty much are here helping us out. Here, we'll get a picture with you and the other person. And then some dude was like, yo, I should join in. And I was like, yeah, fuck it, why not? And to be frankly honest with you, I got a good little goodwill payment. I mean, it's a little gift card from the store. What else am I going to get? I still haven't spent it yet. I should actually buy something. But, yeah, I think it was personally just really fun. You know, aside from, you know, standing for about, 7 hours?
Low-key thought this was going to be a drug story. Like,
no, we had like kids. I'm pretty sure we had a couple of drugged up people though. You can obviously tell when they're fucking doped.
yeah.
There was so many fucking times. I'm pretty sure I had a good hand of like really drugged up people. You know, when like they've obviously got the munchies and went, fuck, there's none at home. It's pretty much how it went down. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Shit. It's an oof, my guy.
I was like, I just feel sorry for some of them, you know? You're like, fucking Christ. You get high. You're like, oh, is there any munchies? You look in the cupboard or wherever you fucking have your shit. You open it, you're like, fuck, there is none. So you have to go out to the store high as fuck. For someone like me to go, yeah, he's high.
For someone like me to just go, hey, you want to donate?
I'm pretty sure he put a £5 note in, so the dude was feeling generous.
When you're fucking high, you always feel generous. What do you mean?
No, and considering we kind of was like, yeah, we've been here for quite a while. We've had old people, you know, go up to us and go, oh, you're doing such a good job raising money and all that. And I was like, yeah. But old
Doesn't
people,
matter unless you donate.
yeah. They put in quite a bit. So at least, you know, the thought that counts. Sometimes it really be like that.
It really do be like that.
Why do people sell Instagram accounts? I know it's a completely fucking out of the blue thing, but why do they?
So that people can get followers?
But like selling a really popular account, like 20,000 people plus. How much would you think they'd usually go for?
20,000 people plus? I'd say probably about like maybe $200, $300.
Yeah. This girl sold her Insta to someone for, I think, $150.
Really?
And before that, she actually valued it at $80. And I was really so tempted to go, fuck it, I'm gonna buy it.
How many followers did they have?
23.7k.
Holy fuck.
And I said, right, I said I would definitely buy it. And this is what a girl was like, I used to talk to. She's really nice. But I was like, look, I would buy, but I don't have any money on hand.
What's an oof?
So she's like, okay. And I'm pretty sure she gave me a long story a long time ago. This, okay, so she had a Discord server, but then she got in a fight with one of the admins. I used to be an admin there. And I was friends with the admin. So what we done, we've just completely fucking deleted everything on the server, kicked everyone. And he was like, yo, this is her phone number. And I've never actually got to fucking confirm it. So I need to do that sometime soon.
Lamau. Just gonna hit up some random ass chick and be like, yo.
I would have definitely fucking bought that account if I had money. Because the first thing I would have done.
Yeah, no shit. You can get so many sponsors for that shit.
Well, not just that,
We
but I
making
would.
fucking cash.
I would actually probably plug either this.
Oh fuck yeah! Plug this on there. 20K fucking people see it.
I mean, it was good, like, user interaction. I'm pretty sure, like, a good couple of thousand people at least opposed. I was like, that is definitely something right there, but, never did. Next phase on developing this podcast would probably be to get more people in.
Oh yeah, for sure. We definitely need more.
I mean,
More people.
Clifford would be probably a perfect example, because he was here, but I don't think he's probably going to turn up. He's a little fucking cunt.
He doesn't want to turn up because he thinks Gabe's an asshole.
Yeah, but look, there's times like this where it's just me and you.
Yeah, but he also finds it's. I think it's more or less he's got like stage fright kind of thing, where he's uncomfortable talking while he's like being recorded.
I mean, look at all the times we've played Jackbox, huh?
Yeah, but I mean like
Think of them, man. Cracked the code, haven't I?
think so actually.
Because, I mean, he's completely A-okay when, I live stream us playing Jackbox, or we're playing something.
That's like live streaming. Shit. Okay, hold up. I've got a call.
Ooh, a phone call. Knowing how lucky it'd probably be Gabe. Hey guys, can you let me in? That'd be some quite funny stuff.
Alright, I'm back.
You know how it really be like.
It really do be like that.
When you wake up.
Do 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 do. I don't know the lyrics.
What is it, that Baby Shark? Because if so, you are under arrest.
No, that's not what it is. When
Okay,
you wake
good.
up
No.
and you know
No.
That's what I was thinking of. I just can't remember the lyrics after when you wake up.
My Google Home just said something, and I'm kind of scared.
Oh yeah, no.
I don't know what it's saying.
My Echo Dot just like listens in at random points and is like, what
Yeah,
the
I
fuck?
hate that.
And
It scares the fuck out of me. Like,
I know.
I'm having a conversation. It will say something about cooling someone. I'm like, no, 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 no. You don't need to do that.
NSA, stop listening.
Yeah, I always listen. Oh no, that's bad. Hold on, I'm actually opening the app as we speak. What do they actually say? What would it be?
Okay, yo, that's low-key creepy that, like, you can see what you said on the app for Google.
My activity, what did it pick up me saying? Let's see. Even before I've used the wrong app to check. That would be funny. Apparently I said no.
No, no. That's what it picked up.
Yeah, apparently I said no. Oh, this was probably... Yeah. This was literally like 30 seconds ago, really.
Whack.
I find it funny how the rest of the time it just doesn't know what I'm saying.
It's when you
Unknown voice
don't want it.
commands.
It's when you, like, don't say anything to it that it fucking picks it up. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And the funny thing is, it even picks up on what you say.
I know, and it's fucking
So,
creepy, brother.
no. That's all it heard.
That
Just me
is...
saying no twice. I mean, it's kind of concerning.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of weird, but at the end of the day, weird flex, but okay. That's how I see it.
Indeed.
You know, you wake up, you go to sleep. Is that how everyone does it? They just like wake up and then go to sleep. Unless you're baked, then I think the most prominent topic of this. Okay, I'm gonna throw the topic here real quick. Yo, I had a good pizza today.
Pizza is fucking delicious.
Yeah, I had
You know what makes
the
pizza
meal
even more delicious?
when you were high.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I thought I'm gonna get another meteor pizza, but get it in large because man was hungry and he actually hasn't had anything to eat since.
Gotcha.
Man's was running on nothing. I mean, anything can be companion. I find it funny. I think this topic mainly has just been off weed and weed experiences.
Honestly.
That's what I like about them. It's random. You know, what's the point of editing the topic?
Yeah,
There's
honestly.
the first thing I was like, yo, let's just bring up Clifford's incident, so then we can just start a conversation from there.
Fuck. That was such a fucking funny night, remembering back on it.
I mean, it's always funny.
Fuck. Yo, a big reason why I got back into playing Minecraft was weed, actually. 'Cause me and the boys were like, yo, let's have a LAN party, and we go over to my buddy's
You
place.
get high and
And
play fucking Minecraft.
we got super
I'm
baked
pretty
and
sure you
started
told me
playing
about
Minecraft.
these, but it was still, I think, the fucking best.
So we got just super baked and we started playing Minecraft. And now that I'm like, I'm not baked, but I'll still play Minecraft because I remember playing it when I'm baked, and it's like, yo, this game's fucking lit. But yeah, big reason why I started playing Minecraft again was because of fucking weed. And I'm actually kind of happy about it too, because it's fun playing Minecraft. Because it's not a game that you need to be with people to play, you know? It's just like, you're bored, just hop on it.
So it's fucking gay. Hold on, I've got a fucking funny idea. I'm gonna hit the call button on Telegram real quick.
Oh shit.
Come on, pick up your phone. pick up your fucking hello, Gabe. Yo, we're like mid-episode, or just actually better wrap it up. But
Yeah.
we're like in the last like 5 minutes of like the hour. But
why the fuck do you decide to start it now?
well, no, we've been doing it
Why?
Yeah, we've
Why
been
did you start without me?
because we was like, yo, you're probably doing your taekwondo.
Why didn't you start at 9? You usually start at 9.
No, we usually start about an hour ago.
Why'd you start at 8?
We thought you was like just busy, so we was like, yo, we're gonna do one.
No, I wasn't. I just you guys started when I just got off.
Bruh.
I get off at fucking 8.
Bruh, that's an oof though.
That's an oof.
That's a big H moment.
Yeah, I get off at 8. You didn't know that, right?
Yeah, I didn't know that actually.
No, we didn't know that.
Yeah, but like I don't know why you guys decided to do it like a fucking hour early. I don't know why.
We was just like, yo, let's get this over and done with. I was actually thinking of do some Jackbox later on.
When?
Probably after this is finished.
Okay.
So
Just finish it up.
yeah.
If you guys.
We're gonna finish it up soon anyway. So
Okay.
we'll invite you then.
Alright.
Alright, see you.
See you.
Hold up. Was it just me, or did he sound like offended that he wasn't
He
here?
was fucking depressed about it.
Why did you start it without me?
I had I'm gonna be completely fucking honest with you. I completely kind of forgot that he does his shit early. Low key.
I just thought you just didn't really give a shit, honestly. I was like, oh, whatever.
You know, fucking forgot. Hence why I thought, oh fuck it, I'll do it early. Then there's this easy out the way. Oh, fuck. Slightly bad now.
But you can't lie, he sounded like offended that he wasn't there.
It was like, yo, we do this, and we say, yo, and you just hear the disappointment and depression. I mean, you can't, but it's slightly funny, but then you feel bad after.
Yeah. But fuck.
Yeah, but I just find it funny how the majority of this topic is just weed.
It's true.
Very appealing. See what I mean? But we're appealing to everyone.
Well, I feel like, honestly, I feel like Gabe wouldn't have fit into this conversation because he's never actually like.
Well, I mean, he could have had experiences with people, but that's the closest he gets his experiences with people. But what else can we quickly touch upon?
Don't do drugs, kids.
I mean, for recreational purposes, and as long as remember, kids, winners don't do drugs, unless
Yeah,
they're good ones
don't
actually
don't,
prescribed.
Don't do drugs that or don't smoke marijuana if you're of age to like, say if you're depressed or something, don't smoke it to run away from those problems. You got to face those problems.
And remember,
You can't.
if you're pregnant, please don't smoke it.
That is also true because you don't want
Fuck
no
your kid
Down
up.
syndrome, motherfucker.
You don't want no kid looking like Clifford now.
Facts.
Fucking high key. This is what I mean. We're probably only gonna like die down throwing shade at him when he's actually fucking here.
Yeah, honestly.
He's only appeared for what now? Like 6, 7. This is technically 7, ain't it?
I don't know.
Actually, 6th episode. This is our 6th episode. I'm pretty sure.
We got episode 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. We on 5, 6? No, 6 now?
I'm pretty sure we're on. This is the one before this was 5. I'm pretty sure. Fucking now go check.
That's what I'm doing right now, honestly.
Fucking, you're getting me panic now. Which one is?
Yeah, 6. We're on
Yeah.
6.
So so he's 1/6 of every episode he's appeared in. One fucking time. It would be nice if we saw him,
Yeah.
but he's fucking barely about. He's pretty like round back sucking someone off as we fucking speak. He's
Wait, what?
Because that's how fucking Clifford be working. His work is in air quotations. He actually just go around the back of Kmart.
Hey boys, apparently we got 4 subscribers.
Just the most depressed. Hey boys.
What do you mean? We hit the big leagues. 4 subscribers? Yeah.
It says 5.
It says 4 for me.
It says 5. Okay, I'm pretty sure I just subscribed earlier today. So there is 5 souls, including me, because I thought I want to see 5.
Well,
Boy, so time for us to wrap up.
all right. It's been a good old talk of clock.
Good topic. Oh, I can't wait to put. I need to actually finish all the bios or all the descriptions for like the 3 episodes I put out. But for this one, I can actually talk about. This one's about weed.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we'll catch you probably on Sunday's episode.
All right.
We hope they do like, comment, subscribe, things like that. Help us. We need to grow. Tell your friends. Tell your friends.
Sure. Hit the notification bell.
Oh, and don't forget
The ever generic YouTuber ever.
Anyway, hope you guys have a great whatever it is you're fucking listening into time. I don't know. But all we know is it's 12 o'clock.
Merry Christmas, happy birthday, happy New Year's.
Right. Okay, quit stalling this fucking lecture.
All right.
Let's see the sun. Chat.
Yeah.